Welcome back to Maxiverse. Where all your dreams come true. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Okay. Second reading of the day. We got the Four of Cups. Okay. All right. Four of Cups. Page of Swords. So, okay, so I've got a new perspective on the Four of Cups now. Let's show the Four of Cups. Hopefully this camera not going to be on me, because if it is, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, great. Four of Cups. We see how she's uninterested, right? Uninterested in this. She's touching that. She really wants that. That's what she really wants. And she's right there. If she just turned that way, she'd be in her reality, right? She'd be in Maxiverse, right? Not the universe, Maxiverse. So, the perspective that I'm getting is wanting to do something and not actually doing it. So, this could also be like the final stages, like I just said in the last reading. It's the final stages of something, right? Like I've said in the last readings all year, we've been preparing for something, and we've been creating new habits, and we've been doing new things to live how we want to live, live in fulfillment. And you have these chances, these opportunities, these moments, these times, these spaces, these energies that you have created where you, this is like being late to your own events, or, canceling last minute because everything's just not going right. Something like that. So there's either you or whomever is in your energy that wants to act on something. Spooky. Knight of Swords. Wants to act on something but never actually does it. Five of Wands. I feel like they take like just little minarchy steps. See how close he is to the flame, but he's not actually touching it. Feels like the flame is gonna burn him. This person really, this is your personalities, at different stages. He was like, nah, I'm getting the fuck down. Like, fuck that shit. I don't want that shit. And then here he's like, no, I really want it. It's funny because this is your higher self and this is your lower self. You're so close, but you're just not going. You're not doing it, right? And your higher self, which is funny because it's lower than him, he's reaching. He wants it. He wants it bad. So you have to swap. Remember I said in the last readings, we're swapping the energies. Swapping the energies. Swapping the energies. Okay? So this is like you're in the last stages, like I said, battling. Your higher self and your lower self are battling. Your lower self is telling you, your higher self is seeing, right, the manifestations, the opportunities, the spaces that you've created, and saying like, hey, it's right there. And your lower self is like, nah, it's not right there. Like, this isn't it. Like, this is not, what we think it is. And I feel like you're inching. This is like fishing, and you're fishing for hours, and you you feel that, like, yeah, I'm gonna get a big fish today. Like, I'm gonna get the big, like, I'm getting a big fish. I'm not going home till I get a big fish. And you don't know that that fish is on its way to you. Like, that fish, he actually been swimming around that motherfucking hook all day. He just playing games. He not ready yet, you know? And as soon as he's almost ready, it's like you're like, I'm going home, you know? So it's like something at the last minute. Like something is happening at the last minute, okay? Because that's when you go home, you take the job home, and you're like, maybe today just wasn't the day. And then you go back, and you don't get the fish again. Same fish, you don't get the fish again. Like, at this point, you're teasing yourself, right? Because you know it's there, but you're not motivated enough. Like, maybe you're just on the boat with no music. Like, you're not drinking or, doing things that you would normally do to feel comfortable, because your higher self is telling you, like, no, you can't be drunk, you can't smoke, but you've been smoking all your life and no one's whooped your ass for it. So why wouldn't you smoke at this beautiful time right now, right? So every day you get closer and closer, and it's not that the energy isn't working with you. You're not working with the energy, right? You're not motivated enough. You're not in your higher self's energy. You're in the energy. It's kind of like oil and water. You're there, but you're not there, So you may not even be present in the moment, right? And I think that's probably a good indication that, like, that's something that you need to work on, because your higher self has to live those moments in fulfillment, right? So someone has to be present in the moment. We got the Seven of Swords. We got the Seven of Swords. So this is kind of like saying that you don't want it anymore. Ten of Pentacles. So you have to stay in some kind of energy in order for the Tower. We got the Tower. In order for the Tower to happen, in order for the transgressional period to accept itself, right? And this is not a transformation. It's just owning that energy that you've been manifesting and creating for so long. It's owning it. You're owning it, It's like a magician. You own the trick. You created this, so you have to own it, You have to own it. It's also spiritual work that you need to do. So you need to be present in the moment, and you need to own it, right? Three of Wands, the Chariot, the Ten of Wands. So once again, you've created this energy. This is your energy that you've created. No one else created this for you. No one else can intercede. No one can break the barrier. No one can tell you no, except for like the very thing that created you, that created your lower self, right? So, you have your higher self, your lower self. You created the energy of your higher self. And I know I keep repeating myself, but that's on purpose. Yeah, you have to own it. Own it. Own it, Drake. Own it. Take a shot for me and own that shit. Like, this gives me the feeling that, like, coming from where you come from, there's a lot of things that don't seem normal that you do, but you feel like, let's just say, for instance, you have never felt comfortable, or like you feel, let's just say you're a smoker or you're a drinker and you really like drinking, like you love who you are when you drink or when you're high or whatever the case may be, and you get these feelings that, like, doubt, like, oh, this is unhealthy for me. That's your lower self telling you that it's unhealthy. But your higher self is like, bro, spark that shit. Like, get high. Like, own it. Enjoy the moment. Be in the moment. You know? So, yeah. Page of Wands, Two of Swords, the Two of Cups. So you really are battling your higher self and your lower self are like at war right now. Like, but your higher self is not giving up. And your lower self is just, it's really the death of your lower self that you're not okay with. Like, no one is okay with death, right? Whether it's figuratively, literally, metaphorically, spiritually. No one wants to die, right? And your lower self feels like there's parts of you that you're not going to take with you. And of course, there isn't. But we have to use, I know I heard yesterday that the master fails more times than the uh, than the student actually tries, right? And I was watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and y'all know how Aang, he's like really playful. He plays too much, but he doesn't play too much, right? He's very goofy. He likes to play. He likes to have fun, and those people telling him that he doesn't take anything seriously, like he just plays too much. It's like his lower self. But his higher self is also holding on to that joy and that laughter and the sense of humor that he has. His lower self is like, I don't want to give that up. The main reason why he wasn't in his full power was because he didn't want to give up parts of himself that he loved, right? And your higher self is not trying to do that to you. It wants to take those parts with you, but it also wants you to know that, because Aang used to beat himself up about playing too much, right? So he doesn't play anymore. That's in his lower self, right? But his higher self is like, be confident, have fun, right? So it's not about the seriousness of the task, because when he gets his powers, when it's the right time, he's going to get his powers and he's going to defeat the motherfucker anyway. So we're not worried about that. Like, we're not worried about any challenges right now. We want you to be grounded and set on who you are, right? Without anyone coming in to tell you that you're wrong, right? Like, we don't want you to feel doubt. And when you get to that place in your higher self, you're not going to feel doubt. That's the part that we're trying to tell you, that we're not taking anything away from you. We're actually enhancing it. But at this particular time that you're in your higher self, like when he's like battling the fire nation, how can I say this? Like yesterday, I was watching this video. This is a perfect example. I'm sorry I have to explain it, but I do. He was basically in the wild, and there was people that lived there, and the humans, the regular, well, they all humans, but the regular people had guns, and the other people had like bows and arrows and shit. But they were outnumbered because those are people that live in that environment. So they have people everywhere. So if they wanted to take you out, they could just do it. Like, those guns are not going to do shit, because it's going to be bows and arrows just like coming at you, and you're going to die, right? And they were like, before they left, one of the people from their camp had stole like their machete, and he was waving it and smiling at him like, yeah, we got your shit, nigga, and we know you're not coming to get it. Like, it was a very serious moment, But in those moments, they still smiled and laughed like, yeah, we definitely not coming to get it. Like, y'all niggas got people looking in the fucking forest at us. Like, we know y'all ass gonna kill us. Like, we don't want to die either. But in that moment, they were playful, you know? So even though, like, they both were at their higher self, in their higher self's energy, you know, living in the moment. What else I say? Basking it in, you know, accepting all of it at the same time, you know, owning it. They were owning their higher self. They were owning their truth, right? All at once. Like, yeah, this is a very serious moment. We're faced with like life and death, but we have a level of trust here. So like there's parts of me that I can show you, you know, and sometimes people need those parts as well. You know, you're not getting rid of anything. Like, I hope that makes sense. If you're here, then I know that it makes sense because you're not dumb. If you here, you ain't stupid. Okay? So, it just goes to show, like, we're not trying to diminish you of your truth, of your true essence at any time, you know? Yeah. So, again, there is a level of trust that I believe is established already. Like you definitely have that established, but it's the what ifs that are causing you to kind of retract and redraw and call back your energy. Yeah, Five of Cups, Ten of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. I also wanted to touch base on like, yeah, the whole thing where, you know, someone or some people may say that it's wrong, but it feels so right to you. Like it feels wrong, but it's right to you, and you know it is. Like I was telling my best friend, she had gave me a teddy bear, and I love that teddy bear so much, like so much. And the reason why I don't have it is because of other people. They were saying that, oh, you're too grown for a teddy bear. You're too grown to sleep with the teddy bear. Like, why are you sleeping with a teddy bear? Like, that's so childish. But that was my fulfillment. And now I've lost that fulfillment, and I've let it go because other people convinced me, instead of being in my higher self and saying, I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch, this is my teddy bear and I'm going to sleep with him and I actually love him. You know, now I don't have it, right? So the whole point of owning it is so that no one can persuade you that you're wrong, right? I feel like something really feels wrong, but it's not wrong. It's not for them to understand, right? It's for you to understand. You understand it. And it's going to work itself out. If it's for you, it's for you. And I feel like you know that it is, but you're just on guard. You're not really, you know, seeing it. You could also be delaying it a lot, which is why you feel that pull to just go back and retreat and revert back to whomever, like your lower self, that you don't deserve it, because you're sitting in that. You're not actually like, oh, I do deserve this. I do want it. I feel like something, your luck is going to like double, triple, quadruple, centuple a lot. It's going to feel like everything is happening at once when you, like, this is just going to be good news after good news after good news, like good news. I feel like your higher self never loses. You know, when you finally master something, you never see anything as a loss. You never see anything as, you know, temporary or permanent. And I think that's important for the collective to understand. So I'm going to close out this reading with one last message. Six of Cups, Ace of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. You have a lot of good things coming to you. A lot of things that are worth your time and energy. They're actually waiting for you. You're the one that isn't accepting it. You know, like I say, you're like teasing yourself at this point. It's like having all this food and then you never eat it. You're like, oh, you know, can't eat that right now. Like, I just went grocery shopping, and it's like having something and not doing it. So there's going to be some kind of divine, like, I don't know why I heard divine encounter, but divine, like, timing where you fully step into this energy. It's not like you probably already done it. You probably already did it. Oh, God. Yeah, I think you already did it. The cards say you already did it. At that moment, you didn't know that you were doing it. Well, you did know. Like, you definitely know. You knew that you were doing it. But, High Priestess, to confirm. Yeah, where you just, like, even if you're a person that wears your heart on your sleeve, I feel like a lot of people try to put you down about that and make you stronger, but you continuously wear your heart on your sleeves. So I feel like somebody wears their hearts on their sleeve with, like, confidence now at this point. Like, even if you don't love me, I still don't give a fuck. You know? I'm not taking this off. It's funny. Yeah, but there's going to be some kind of divine something. And your higher self is definitely working within you at this time. And giving you something to work with, giving you some kind of energy to work with, giving you some kind of scenario, giving you some kind of time, place, something that, you know, like, I feel like also once you step, like, you've already stepped into this, your higher self, your potential, your true potential, you've unlocked it, and now you can't go back. Like, once you have stepped into those shoes, you basically, like, you've stepped into a new body, you've stepped into a new energy. You can't go back. That door is locked. And I feel like you couldn't go back even if you wanted to. Like, you cannot go back now. It's too late. This is a good too late. Like, it's too late. This is like, doing something. This is like someone having good luck with, like, content creation or something, and then, like, you kind of keep it up there, and then you kind of, like, just go viral overnight, and you're like, oh shit, and you can't really take it back. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is like doing the best at your job, and you get promoted. Well, even if you wanted to, like, you're being teased with better pay, better hours, a new position. Who the fuck would go back? You know, you wouldn't go back even if you wanted to. Okay, I think that's the message. Thank you guys. Love you. Mwah.